What is up YouTube? This is Mayank Sharma from Varchaswa Trading. I hope you had a pretty blasting expiry like us today because markets did exactly as what we thought. So I hope you all had a pretty good day and I am pretty excited. Today was a pretty nice day for me and I hope this was the same case for you. It was also a very nice day for our clients and our mentees. So without any further ado, let's see what we discussed yesterday, what happened today and what can happen tomorrow. So let's dive deep into it, okay? So, what were our levels for yesterday, and what was I telling you? What did I tell you yesterday? I told you I was looking to buy above this level. If market would have opened flat and would sustain above this level, I was looking to get a pretty nice bullish opportunity. And in the video itself, I told you again and again, 90% of the chance 90% of the chance are for the up move, very less chance of the down move. And if even if we go below this, and if you want to trade, I wouldn't trade this, but if you wanted to trade, you could have taken this was our algorithmic level. This was our algorithmic level below which you could have taken a quick scalp of foot. But what did I tell you in video? I tell you, even if we get this, I would target only 15,900 something, right? 15,910, 15,920. I don't remember the level. Let me just see that. Let me just see what level is this. Not this, this is my algorithmic level, right? This is my algorithmic level. This was my target, right? Even if you wanted to scalp, you could have just scalped this. And what markets did, and what did I say? I said that I will not be personally sitting for a bearish trade. No matter what happens, I will only take a bullish trade, and that too with a pretty nice and pretty huge quantities, right? This was what I told you yesterday itself, before markets even opened, before even knew what was going to happen. So this is what Varchaswa is all about, this kind of conviction and confidence to announce such a huge move in one day advance prior to even seeing any signs of it, right? This is how we do stuff. So what happened, markets came down to our algorithmic level somewhere around here. I told people to get out of puts and to not sell here, no matter what happens, not to sell markets here, right? Let's see, what did I say? I clearly told, to me this fall is more of a spring action. If you are not familiar with this word, this is a Wyckoff term that basically is a manipulation to remove weak hands, right? To remove the weak buyers who have bought. So what is a more sideways view? Yesterday video, not looking to make bearish legs as of now. I was very clear that I didn't want to take any bearish positions. This is how disciplined an option trader should be, especially an option buyer. When did I say that? 11:50. Let's say this is 11:50, right? 11:50. What was the candle at 11:50? What was the candle at 11:50? Somewhere around this, when people would see this as a supply. For people who do your smart money and all, this is their order block. For base people, this is their rally base drop. So basically none of that stick works, right? That's why I have been telling you from the day first, we don't do vanilla SMC here. Whatever is out there is not something we do. Our definitions, our technicality is completely different, right? Our methodology is our way of looking the market to understand the price, right? This is somewhere I told you not to make bearish positions. And let's see what call I gave, right? Let's see what call I gave. And this around 12:36 I gave us the hero zero. What was the hero zero given at? That was given at 15 rupees, right? 15 rupees. And you can watch yesterday's video. I clearly mentioned in that that we will take a call option. I'm looking to take a call option, and the targets will be anywhere between 500% to 1000%. That is basically your 5 times of capital to 10 times of capital. If I am putting 100 rupees, I will at least get 500 rupees. 500 to 1000% was the targets I given yesterday, before even knowing what was going to happen, right? So what did we see? And this is our mentorship group. In mentorship group, we legit got the precise bottom. I gave this to our mentees so that they can trade on it, and we do trade live with our mentees each day, every day, right? And let's see. For there are many people who say that you cannot time the market, so you cannot catch bottoms and tops consistently. We have been doing that every single day for a very long time now. Like if you even see our YouTube analysis and see the markets how they behave, you will see the correlation, right? So it is pretty easy to time markets to catch proper bottoms and tops if you know your stuff confidently with conviction, right? So, and let's see what happened, right? It's yesterday's video. I told I will be sitting only for bullish side with good quantities. I told you I will sit with a heavy quantity, right? And what did happen? Our call option given at 15 rupees went to 165. I think the high it made was somewhere around 175. So basically around this, I'm letting that 10 rupees go. If you have taken only one lot, that lot would have costed you somewhat around 15 into 50, right? 15 into 50, it would have costed you around 750, right? One lot should have cost you around 750. This is the capital you are putting in there, and it would have given you a profit of, more than 8,000, more than 8,250 per lot, more than 8,250 per lot. So this is like 11x of your capital. If you put 1 lakh, this could have made your account 11 lakhs. But in zero heroes, you never put such heavy amount. In zero heroes, you never put such heavy amounts, because even if markets go sideways, they will lose the money, right? So only put 1 to 2% of your account in hero zeros if you have a big sizable account, and if you have a small account, only put 0.5 to 0.4%, so that you don't lose out much. But whenever you catch such moves, your account legit multiplies by multifolds. It went from 15, our call option went from 15 to 165, and I think it made a high of 185, right? Somewhere along here we gave that. And then see this huge up move, how many points we caught? We caught more than 1.7% move, that is 276 points. And that is how option buying is done, and that is what we have been doing consistently each day, every day, and the proof is in live front of you, right? I cannot make this stuff up. And see this is what I have given you. And I am receiving so many queries about mentorships. Then yes, we do provide mentorship. We are having a pretty huge discount on it for now, and we do take in only a limited number of students, so that we can focus on them and help them be independent traders who catch tops and bottoms independently like us. So if that is something you are interested in, do DMS and I will get you started on your trading journey as soon as possible, right? And this was again, let's see what was again. I was able to clock in the small account. I was able to clock in 1 lakh rupees, like not much, but yeah, this is a 1 lakh rupees which I made only being on bullish side, as I told you, right? As I told you. And what was the say, this guy texted me, and this guy really appreciated me, and I appreciate this guy so much, because so many people want to troll other people, want to put obnoxious comments, but very few people understand like what is the power. And only such people succeed in markets or in any field of life. So this is how. And I want you people to listen to these voice notes. I want you people to listen to these voice notes. It will help you catch big momentum and to ride your profits for bigger targets. If that is something you are struggling with, kindly do listen to these audio notes. The link for the same group will be in the description. It's a fully free group. Here we provide you some call outs, our outlooks on market, and we try to guide you so that you don't end up losing your money. Because when we were new, we have done this all, right? So we know what to do, and we have burned the midnight oil so that you don't have to. So sorry kindly take full advantage of this. It will help you make humongous money with us, right? Humongous money with us. So let's see what is our plan for tomorrow, right? And one more thing I want to clarify: you don't need to always go to 1 minute or 30 seconds time frame to refine your trades. If you know your stuff, you can refine your trade sitting on a only 15 minutes or 5 minutes start, and you will take higher risk reward ratios with higher accuracy. What people won't be able to take in 1 minute, you will be taking that in 5 minutes, 15 minutes. So that is what Varchaswa method is all about. So let's see what is our view for tomorrow. And this was our view in Nifty, and see how well it performed. So what is gone. Now let's see what markets are doing. If we see the global markets, they are showing us about 100 to 150 points gap up. Okay, if we open gap up 100, if I see it was showing you somewhere around 285, right? 285. So let me discount it and make something around, let's make 270, right? Oh, let's see, let's imagine if markets open somewhere around here. If markets open somewhere around here, we have two places we can target. First is our algorithmic level. What is our algorithmic level? Let me see where is my algorithm sitting at, where is the operator sitting at, because if only if we know the operator's position, only if we know the operator's positions, then only we will be able to take such good trades. So if markets open a little gap up, if 280, let's make it 270, let's discount for everything. So this is our critical level. This is going to act like a critical level. If markets open somewhere along here, and they will try to come down a bit, they will try to invite people who will be selling here, but we will not be a part of that, because in an market that is advancing like this, it is not advised to take a retracement trade, because that retracement won't be long lived. So what I want to do, I want you to hope, I want you to pray tomorrow that some anyhow you get markets near to this level. What is this level? 16200. If markets comes to close to this level and tries going up and sustain something like this, if markets go sideways, it can also do something like this. It can start moving up, but markets should not close below this level. Markets should not close this level. If this level is held, you can take a trade here. What will your targets be? Your first target will be 16300. If that is the case, if markets give a retracement, what will be our target be? Our target be 16300, 310, 16310. This is your first target, this is your first target, and this is going to be your second target. This is going to be second target. And in the case markets are able to break above and sustain above these levels, anyhow if markets are able to break and sustain above these levels, you can see the targets of 16500. You can see the targets of 16500. Let me make it 16520. Yeah, you can see the target of 16520 to even 16620. These are our bullish side targets, these are our targets. So this is the gap up scenario. What if markets open flat? What if markets open flat, right? So let's discuss about that. If anyhow, because overnight we cannot know what is going to happen overnight, we can just take an pretty good assumption. So let's discuss that. What if markets open little flattish? What if markets open a little flattish? If markets are opening a little bit of flattish, they can do either of the two things. They can even break this and try to go up, but this is not where I'd want you to buy. This is not where I'd want you to buy, because this will be pretty risky. Markets can anytime give a deep retracement, hit your stop loss, and when you are frustrated, then go upside. So what I want to do, if it market starts going up, let it go, let it go, and only if markets are able to sustain above this level, then you should take a small SL and a good target trade, right? What if market starts coming down? What if market starts coming down? Why opening flat? Opening something like this. Now for most people, what is their order block? This is their order block, this is their order block. We don't give a flying rat's ass about that, right? So what do we do? What do we do? Simply we let markets come to this level somewhere along. What is your level? And if I show you, the level of will be, this level will be somewhere of 160560. 160, let me make it 16060. So this will be my, give me 1 minute, let me just see. Yeah, this is my algorithmic level, right? This is my algorithmic level. So if we get market somewhere around here or as close to that, and if markets sustain this level and starts going up, make some price action, we will like to enter here with this as our small SL, and our targets are will be pretty big. What will be our targets? 16310, 16350, and above that 16520 and 16620 will open up. It is not a big deal for markets to do this. I would only want to look for selling positions. I would only want to sit for good short positions below the level of 16060. Below this level, if we see something like this, we will enter aggressive bearish positions. If I see something like this, I am entering aggressive bearish positions, and for downside will be my targets. My targets will be the same as I given you yesterday: 16900, 16910, 15910, 15910, and this will be my ultimate target of 15,800, 15,815. So this is the view for Nifty. This is the view for Nifty. I discussed gap up, gap down, and flat view. So okay, now let's see what Bank Nifty is doing. What is our, okay? This is opening at 16,300, 16. Okay, let's see what happens tomorrow. But I have given you the plan. Now let's see what Bank Nifty has done. Right? What Bank Nifty has done. If you go on a daily time frame, what is a? If you go on a daily time frame, what is this? If you see, markets were range bound below this range, right? Markets were contained below this range. Markets were contained below this range for how many continuous days? For how many continuous days? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 days. So for half a month, market was in a sideways range, and we were able to give a pretty decent closing. We were able to give a pretty decent closing and fill this gap. And fill this gap in the market, right? This was what we discussed yesterday. What was our yesterday's discussion? I told you markets should open somewhere along this area. Markets should open or sustain above this area, but markets open a pretty huge gap up today. So this was our area today, and I told you if markets sustain this level, we are going higher. And what was our target? What were our targets? Our first targets was 34,750, 34,750. I also gave you 35,100, right? I also give you 35,100 as our target for Bank Nifty today. Did market after reversing from somewhere in between? I don't find the algorithm. Okay, this was algorithmic right here. Right here, yeah, this was my algorithmic level. Markets didn't touch that, but came pretty close. So I'll consider that. I would have taken this trade, as I told you. I gave a pretty call out along this area, like 11:15, somewhere around here only. I gave that you Nifty call. So we saw a pretty huge up move of, if we see Bank Nifty just blasted. Bank Nifty were able to catch more than 2.3%. That is 800 points intraday. That's a pretty huge deal. That's pretty sweet, right? So if we see the view for tomorrow, Bank Nifty will, if you open a gap up, if markets open 100 point gap up in Nifty, is like 250 points gap up in Bank Nifty. If markets open somewhere along here, let me just mark it, 250 points from somewhere here. If we see 250, 250, let's not make it 250, let's make it 300, right? Let's make it 200 points, sorry, let's make it 200 points. So what is that level? This level is coming to 35,400. If markets are opening here, it will be not that great of trade to trade Bank Nifty, because 35,500 is a very important zone. 35,500 to 35,470, this level is a pretty critical zone, and we can see some sort of retracement coming in from there. Because if we see, if you understand anything of a market structure, you see this is a one full range. And even if markets, if they do this, they can, sorry, after an impulse they can retrace to about 50% of this. So we will not be looking for buying opportunities here. If you open gap up, we'll just see the price action. I'll just guide you on the live market on the Telegram group itself. If you open a good gap up, if you open flattish, same view as Nifty. If we open flattish, we would not like to enter trade as soon as market open, because what markets can do, they can trap people who will be in FOMO, who are not able to catch this, they will enter here with even this their SL or something of this as their SL. Markets can easily come crashing. That will be retracement of this leg, but for most people, they will think that okay, the market is falling. So somewhere along here, if we get let us see my algorithmic zones, sorry, give me a moment. My algorithmic zones of somewhere, yeah, 34,780, 34,780. So if we get market somewhere along, if we get Bank Nifty near this area, if we see Bank Nifty along this area and we see some bullish action here, I would like to go long here. But will be our targets in case of this will be obviously our first target of 35,200, 35,200, 35,200 will be our first target, and then above 35,400 will open up, and rest we'll have to see how markets perform, right? How markets perform. Positionally, I'm expecting a move of approximately more 850 points in Bank Nifty from today's high, from somewhere along here. This is my positional view, 850, 850. One moment, yeah. This is the these are my positional targets for Bank Nifty. These are my positional targets for Bank Nifty. What is that? 36090. These are my positional targets for Bank Nifty. So eventually, if market sustain this and becomes bullish, I am expecting this target at least, right? So this is the case of flattish opening, what markets can do. Now in case of gap up, gap down opening, if we see a huge gap down, if we see a huge gap down below this, if we see a huge gap down below this area, this is where I like to again sit in aggressive shots. Below the area of 34,780, I'm sitting in aggressive shots. And what are my targets? I'll target this low, that is 34,400, and eventually I'll target 34,100 too. Below this, market will again become choppy. Market, if markets go there, market will again become choppy and it won't be ideal to trade. So these are my only targets. And 80 again 80% of the chance, 80% of the chance of up move is more, so that is my bias. My bias is to the upside, but because we are technicians, we have to respect the markets, we have to cover account for all possibilities. I have given you all my views, right? If we see a huge gap up opening, that I also discussed, if we see a huge gap up opening somewhere along here, we will see how markets make price action. If market is able to close below this, if markets are not closing, if markets are closing below this, markets will become sideways once again. So that's not something we like to participate in. And so this is my view for Nifty and Bank Nifty. um, so I wish you people make some serious money with us, you become happy, and there's a smile on your face. Always be happy, right? we attract what we attract what we put out. And I know some people have told me about my stutter. That is a medical condition, I can't help with that. So sorry for that, you have to tolerate that. And yeah, I have given you my views for tomorrow as well. I hope you all enjoy, you make some serious money with us. I have given you details about our free telegram channel, the link will be in the description. I've given details about our mentorship programs, the link for our Instagram is also in the description. If that's something you want to check out, do check it out. And if you like our efforts, if you like what we are providing, if you like our analysis, just make sure to subscribe to this channel, where we put such analysis each day every day, so that you can earn. And like this video, comment, it will help the algo recognize us. And yeah, basically that's it. Share this with your family members and your all trading buddies, so that they can help, they can make some money. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a pretty good night. Thank you all. Thank you, family.